Hey Health Nuts, welcome back to my channel. I'm currently in my bathroom. This is the first time I'm filming in here, besides maybe a morning routine video. I'm really excited today because we are talking skincare. It's one of my favorite things to talk about because I truly feel like skincare is so important, more important than makeup, because if you don't have a good foundation, no pun intended, your makeup ain't gonna look good. Over the years, one of the things that I have noticed is that skincare really, truly does make a difference, and there have been things that I wish I knew when I was younger. So today I'm sharing 10 skin secrets I wish I knew when I was younger. I'm gonna give you guys all the details on what I think you should be doing, like right now, if you are, actually, it doesn't matter what age you are. These are amazing tips that I think you guys should know if you don't know them already. So without further ado, actually, before we hop in, make sure you are subscribed. Click that red subscribe button down below. I post here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So without further ado now, let's hop right into the video. Skin secret number one is don't pick your face. This is something I used to do so much when I was younger. You know, you have a white head and you think there might be a pimple rising underneath there, and you're like, I'm gonna get it out before it comes out. But like, the truth is, don't pick it. Just let it be, let your skin heal. By picking it and irritating it, you're gonna cause inflammation, redness. You may even damage your skin, which I've noticed as I've gotten older that the more I pick my skin, the more I see the damage later. There'll be like a dark spot, or there may be a scab even, or I just make it more obvious that I have a pimple on my face. If there is like a small pimple on my forehead and I'll pop it or like pick at it, it ends up being red and inflamed for quite a while, and honestly, no one would have noticed it before I picked it. So stop picking it. Leave your hands alone. They're not for picking pimples. If you really want to pick one, go see a professional, or wait till they're like right on the top, like so white. Make sure you have clean hands, a clean like piece of toilet paper or something, and just lightly press on it. I'm sure there's like YouTube videos on how to do it from dermatologists, but like try as hard as you can not to pick your face. And then if I do have to pick like a whitehead that's just like on the surface, like if I would just tap it, it would come off. I will of course disinfect it with a toner, put a little bit of some acne serum on it. I will link the one I love to use down below. My skin secret number two is don't touch your face. I know it's so tempting, especially if you're like at work or school and you're at your desk and you're just leaning on your hands because you're tired or bored or just zoning out, whatever it is. Try not to do it. So this is something that I stopped doing pretty early on just because my sister and my mom told me not to do it because I struggled with a bit of acne when I was younger, and I was like, I don't want to add to it, so if I can do anything to prevent it, I'm going to. So your hands are dirty, they're touching everything all the time, and as much as you probably try to wash them as much as you can to not get sick, it's inevitable. They're gonna have germs on them, and you don't want to put bacteria on your face if you can avoid it. Don't touch your hands. Even when I'm at the gym and doing yoga and stuff, I will always grab a fresh towel from the front desk at the gym, and I'll use that to rest my head on if I'm doing like pigeon pose or something. I never will lay my face or forehead directly on the mat or on my hands if I can avoid it. So keep your paws off your face. My next tip is don't pluck your eyebrows. I'm sure you know this by now because bushy brows are in, that you should not be plucking or over plucking your brows. If you are not a professional at waxing or brows, don't touch them. Honestly, just spend the extra money. It is not that expensive to get your eyebrows waxed. You can go to a place for like $10. If you go to a higher end place, maybe 25, 30 max. But even if you're not doing it every single month, a lot of times I just get my brows done every few months just to kind of keep the shape going. And then I'll just pluck like any stray ones that are kind of popping out, but I don't touch the shape of my brows. I'm not an expert. I don't want to go there. When I was younger, I used to like pluck because I would see like, Christina Aguilera would have the like thin out eyebrows, and like it was just in. But honestly, natural bushy brows look better. They make you look younger. I hope that thin brows don't come back in style. And it's nice because there's lots of options now. You can get henna brows, you can get microblading, you can get all these things to help fix your over plucking, or if you just were born with thin eyebrows. Like I'm like in between. Chloe, my sister, has like really nice thick Portuguese brows, so I'm very jealous. But yeah, if you can avoid it, or just don't put the tweezers away. You can avoid it. Don't pluck your brows. Plucking are for professionals, don't do it. My next tip is that oils are friendly. So when I was younger, I thought, okay, I have oily skin, I'm not gonna put any oils on my face. I don't wanna add to the problem. Yet oils actually help remove dirt, like oils attach to oils. So if you were to put like oil in a bottle and you put water in there, you're gonna see that it's gonna separate. They're not gonna combine. So when you're rubbing oil to pre-cleanse your face, it's gonna grab on to like dirt and excess oil in your face, and it's gonna help remove it. So what I found the best trick is, because like when I was starting to get into oils, I would just leave a lot of oil on my skin, and then it kind of would sometimes make me break out, or I wouldn't use the right oil for my skin type. Rosehip oil is not a good oil for me. I don't use coconut oil because it's not non-comedogenic, can't remember the name of it, but like it can sometimes clog pores for people. Some people can put it on their face and they're fine. I only put coconut oil on my body, and on your face, you have different skin. So you wanna be using products that are directed for your face. So over the time, I've tried different oils to see what works for me. I've tested them in like small patches on my skin. And personally for me, I have a blend that I'll make up sometimes of oils that work really well for me, or store-bought ones. I will link the ones I love and use down below if you think you have similar skin to me. But like test them out, and what I like to do is rub them into my face as a pre-cleanse, and then I like to take a hot face towel and just kind of lay it on my face, let it steam, and then I'll remove the oil. So I'll still get the cleansing properties from it and that hydration, but I'm not just having all this oil sitting on my face. And I just find it's a really good way to do before you wash your face, to kind of really remove all that makeup and excess dirt and oil. My next tip is don't overwash your face. I know it's so tempting to feel like you just want to cleanse your face down to the pore, especially if you're dealing with acne or any skin problems. You feel like maybe if it's super, super clean, it'll help solve the problem. It will not. Honestly, the best tip I can give you is just to step away and let your skin balance out itself. I actually only wash my face once a day, and I do this because I like my skin to kind of balance itself out. So at night I wash it because I may have makeup, dirt, oil, pollution on my face just from the day, and I want to make sure I'm cleansing my face before I go to bed at night. And then in the morning, I just splash my face with some cool water, a little rose water toner, and I'm good to go. I mean, you're hopefully sleeping on some freshly cleaned pillow sheets and stuff, so you don't really have anything kind of building up overnight. If you feel like you're a sweaty person at night, you can always take a cotton round and just kind of wipe your face with that rose water toner just to refresh it. But I don't think you need to add actual soap to wash your face in the morning, personally, and I find my skin has never felt better since doing this tip. Speaking of washing your face, my next tip is to exfoliate and tone. These were two crucial steps I used to not do when I was younger. I mean, I would use toners with like super high alcohol and salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide and stuff, but they were just like stripping my skin. A good toner is gonna help replenish your skin and balance those pH levels. And after you wash your face, your skin is like bare and just wanting moisture. So I find this is the perfect time after you just like pat your skin dry. Immediately after, spray it with some rose water toner. I will link my favorite down below. I'm obsessed with it. I spray it in my eyes in the morning. It's so hydrating, and it really helps kind of balance out my skin so it's not over drying after I wash my face. And then for exfoliating, I used to just never really exfoliate my skin. When I was really young and I was dealing with acne, I would use like really harsh exfoliants, but then I kind of stopped. And for the last like few years, I just haven't used an exfoliator. But recently I started using one, and I'm so obsessed with this exact one. I'll link it down below. And I find I've noticed such a difference in the evenness of my skin. I feel like my skin is brighter, more refreshed looking, and I'm just kind of sloughing off any dead skin cells. And I only do this like once or twice a week, usually in the shower. And I just find it allows my products to seep into my skin more, and it helps reduce any blackheads, since I still get those like around my nose. And yeah, get yourself a really good exfoliator, something that's gentle, and just do it like once or twice a week, and I think you'll really notice a difference. I have, and I'm obsessed with exfoliating now. My next tip is don't overuse acne and pimple creams and products. I know this is so tempting if you're dealing with breakouts. You're just like, I'm gonna just slather everything on my face and hope that it dries everything out like the Sahara. And honestly, like, yes, it helps, like maybe spot treatment and stuff, and you want to add some of those acne products into your regimen, but like you don't want to overdo it. I found personally when I dealt with acne that I was over drying my skin, and then I feel like it prevents or creates damage long term. Your skin's gonna be drier. You're probably gonna have more damage on your skin because you're just not giving your skin that hydration and moisture that it needs. And I feel like it's gonna look more aged. Like when my skin is over dried from like a lot of clay products and acne products, honestly, I just feel like my skin doesn't have that plump, youthful look and feel. So I want to really encourage you guys to balance it out. So maybe one of the products in your regimen has some acne fighting properties to it, but have the other ones be nourishing products. You really want to balance it out. You want to nourish your skin, not just strip it and dry it out and take things away from it. And that's what a lot of acne products do, I personally find. So look for ones without alcohol. Look for ones that have things like tea tree or matcha, or things that are going to calm down that redness and inflammation. Don't overdo it. I will link some of my favorite down below, but a little goes a long way. And once again, let your skin breathe and do its thing, and it will heal, and just give it some love instead of just drying the crap out of it. So now that your face is all cleansed and toned and exfoliated, before you head out the door, I want you to use sunscreen. When I was younger and I was researching a lot of like health trends and what not to do and what to do, I saw a lot of research about like, don't use sunscreen, it's toxic, it's doing more harm than good. And for a while I thought, oh, I don't need sunscreen. I wanna go all natural. The sun is good for me, vitamin D, all that stuff. But like, honestly, use sunscreen. You can find ones that are not as toxic and have cleaner ingredients. And it's honestly just so important to protect your skin when you're out there. You may not notice it now, but if you ever burn, or if you're just having long extended periods in the sun, just like baking out there, you will see that sun damage later on when you don't want it. So even now I'm noticing things in my skin, like different spots and stuff that I know are from just being out in the sun for too long. So Chloe's here right now. Chloe, wear sunscreen. I know she'll like just spend hours in the sun without sunscreen. So it's tempting. I know everyone wants to be a just bronzed goddess during the summer, especially when you're in Canada. We have like 2 months of beautiful weather, so everyone's just trying to soak it up during those months. But you can use things like self tanners. I actually just asked you guys on Instagram stories for some good suggestions, so I'm gonna start trying to do that. But if you were going to the suntan beds or whatever, stop that madness. I can't believe they're still around. Like, I don't know anybody that goes to them anymore. Even when Matt and I lived in Australia, they're completely like illegal there. You are not allowed to use sunbeds, and wait, I don't know if they're illegal, but like they're highly frowned upon. One of those two, I don't know, but like no one does it. It's, if you were to say you went to a sunbed, like I think we said that they were a thing in Canada, and people would look at us like we're crazy. They're like, are you trying to get skin cancer? Like, I don't understand. So yeah, wear sunscreen, protect yourself, wear a hat, protect your skin, your face. I'm touching my face, I told you not to do that, but protect your skin because you will see it down the road when you don't want it. My next tip is to wash your brushes, like your makeup brushes. This is so important. If you wear makeup, you want to make sure you are cleansing. You wouldn't eat on a dirty plate, so why would you put on makeup with dirty brushes? They collect bacteria, dirt, and oil, and things that you don't want to be putting back onto your face. So, you know, I don't do it every time I do my makeup. I don't wear a lot of makeup, to be honest, but I will try to make a habit of washing them at least once a week, just with like a bar of soap, and it takes 2 seconds. Give them a quick little wash, let them dry. It just feels really nice when you're applying your makeup in the morning with some freshly cleaned makeup brushes. Last but not least, and this is a big one, food affects your skin. This is something I never really understood the correlation with. Like I heard the thing of like chocolate makes you break out, and I think that was like the main one growing up. But honestly, I don't think chocolate makes you break out. I think it's the dairy in chocolate that can be an issue for some people. Obviously, some people have certain intolerances to certain foods. I know my sister does have an intolerance to chocolate, but honestly, greasy, processed, salty, refined sugars, all those types of foods are gonna make your skin look dull and just possibly break you out. Personally, this is obviously my opinion. I'm not a skin expert, but like, I notice a difference when I eat foods that are high in dairy often. I'm good with like cheese and yogurt, like fermented dairy, but I don't drink just straight up milk. I don't drink cream, that also like bothers my stomach. And I really try to not eat greasy, fried, processed, and refined sugar foods. And if you need some inspiration, I have so many recipes on my blog and YouTube channel that you guys can check out. I'll link some awesome skin-friendly foods down below. There you have it, Health Nuts. Those are my 10 skin secrets. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as much as these are things I wish I knew when I was younger, I feel like these tips can really apply to any age. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Let me know what your skin secret is down below in the comments. I would love to know. I'm always learning new things, so I'm by no means an expert at skin health, but I just try to do my best and really take care of my skin so it can look as good as it can for as long as it can. So thank you so much. I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure to subscribe and have an awesome day. Bye guys.